What the hell is this?
You can't see us. We look like characters that have not been unlocked in a video game, but we are very much here at Honor. Chris, the lighting's not doing much, bro. I mean, I appreciate you trying. The sun is going to overpower these lights. He's the No Willingham. I am Denton Day. We're here. This has not been fun. Washington is getting destroyed. They are making Minnesota look like a championship level team right now. They're not, but Minnesota looks really, really good, and Washington looks really, really bad.
It is unbelievable what's happening right now. They let arguably the worst offense in football right now go on a 98-yard scoring drive.
19 plays.
19 plays, eating up hella clock.
8 minutes.
They're totally getting outcoached right now by the Minnesota Vikings. Kevin O'Connell is whipping Dan Quinn's ass, and Brian Flores is totally whipping Cliff Kingsbury's ass. This is unacceptable. This is the Minnesota freaking Vikings, man. And on that 19-play, 98-yard drive, they were 5 for 5 on third down. You gave up 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12. Like, what the hell are we doing? I thought it was the play calling, guys, right? The Vikings are 29th in the NFL in yards per game. 29th. One of the worst teams on third down. And yet they have come in and totally punched us in the face.
Just complete, utter annihilation. I mean, Minnesota has 12 first downs in the first half. They had 11 and 10 in the entire game in their last 2 outings. And they're just completely destroying Washington. And you mentioned Brian Flores. That final offensive drive for Washington, they lined up defensively in the same thing 4 plays in a row.
Every time.
Every single time. And sometimes they were coming, sometimes they were faking it. But there was no real help. I mean, thank God Jaden is throwing with anticipation to Terry McLaurin, which is something that actually does make me very happy. We have not seen that in previous outings with those 2 guys. But you've got to give your quarterback another option. It's terrible what we have seen. Now, Washington should have 7 points. I mean, look, man, Debo got to catch that one in the back of the end zone. He has to. You got to make 100%. That catch.
Debo's got to catch it.
I know it's tough, man. You got to make that catch. You got to make that catch. But this is bad. This is about as bad of a half that we have played. Somebody tweeted this at me that I thought was funny. When Jaden Daniels does not play, the defense decides to step up. They're going to play really good football. When Jaden Daniels plays, they're like, well, the captain's here. He's just going to carry us, and we don't have to do anything. It's so embarrassing. And we're on location, as you guys can tell. Like, this is not my Christmas tree. We're not just hanging out in an apartment. We're on location, and the bar is silent. We haven't heard barely any cheering this entire game because there ain't been nothing to cheer about.
At all. I don't know, man. I don't know what to be more disappointed in, the offense or the defense. Because offensively, like, Cliff, they're packing the line of scrimmage. They're literally playing with 9 guys at the line of scrimmage and 2 guys on the perimeter. And we won't go 12 personnel. We won't go 13 personnel. We won't max protect it. We just sit here and watch it. Jaden has no answers. He has nowhere to go with the football, man. Where are the screens? They called something. You knew you were going against a defense that blitzed more than any other group in the damn NFL, and you've had no plan on either side of the ball. Dan Quinn, dude, if you're not going to be able to stop this Shanahan coaching tree, I need a new coach. I need a new coach. Every freaking week, we play somebody from the Shanahan coaching tree, and they run the ball right down our throat. It's not a coincidence. Miami did it. Green Bay did it earlier in the season.
Every time.
Atlanta did it. Seattle did it. Every team.
Every time somebody takes a zone run approach against Washington, they get destroyed. They can't stop anybody. I mean, Jordan Mason hasn't barely gotten touched in the first 5 yards after every single carry. And when he is getting touched, he's running right through tackles because guys aren't tackling with form, with fundamentals. This is a bad team in Minnesota, and Washington is getting stomped. And we had every single person on our pregame show come out here and say, us included, like we are victims of this as well, say Washington's going to win. The offense is going to look great. The defense has been playing well. Dan Quinn is, he's a different play caller, like all these different things. And this has been atrocious. In 2 drives, Minnesota had 2 seconds shy of 16 minutes of time of possession. They went on 2 drives that were upwards of 7.5 minutes. That's what Washington was doing to teams last year, and they're now getting it done to them. J.J. McCarthy is getting right against this defense.
Pissed, man.
He had like 1 incompletion in the half.
I am pissed.
It's been so bad, and really, like, it sucks because Jaden's played pretty well. For a guy that's coming off of like, he is the least of the problems. He's playing well with anticipation. He's being smart with his legs, running when he has to, not just because. He's going through his reads, his progressions. He was checking down to Ben Sinnott. We got a Ben Sinnott catch in this damn game. He's checking down. Like, Jane Daniels has played a good half of football, and Washington has nothing to show for it because defensively they cannot stop Minnesota, and the play calling in the red zone, particularly on that 4-down spot, was not good enough. The play was there for a brief second to Brandon Coleman, but the guy, Minnesota, something I've noticed, Leno, Minnesota is really good at jumping when they're rushing the passer. Like, they have an innate ability to get their body in front of Jaden when they leave their feet. That's why that Coleman play did not work. We've seen that on 2 other plays. But to not give Chris Rodriguez, if you knew you were going to go for it in the goal line at 4-down territory, to not give Chris Rodriguez, who on that particular drive was averaging 8 yards a carry, to not give him a second attempt in short yardage is unacceptable.
Don't get it.
You got to give your running back the football. He's been one of your best players the entire season. You got to give him the football in that scenario, and they just didn't do it.
I don't know what to say anymore, man. We're 12 weeks, 13 weeks into this, and we're talking about the same crap. The same crap. Cliff Kingsbury outsmarts himself week in and week out. We're running the hell out of the ball last week against Denver, and we go Wildcat with Bill Krosky-Merritt. Are we kidding? What are we doing? This is the Minnesota Vikings, man. They're 29th in offense. They're 31st on 3rd down, yet they're 6 for 6 against us. I was told that Sergeant Slogan calling the plays, we're going to change things defensively. They're getting gashed again by a lifeless offense. An offense that's on life support. They don't even like their quarterback.
No.
They love him today.
They love him today. He looks great today.
It's a joke. We're so embarrassing.
He looks like the future today. You know, it is funny that this is coming off of that Hard Knocks episode where Dan Quinn said, we were lost, and now we are found. Well, they found out in the matter of 6 days to lose themselves again because whatever version that was found, it did not show up in Minnesota. I guess the found version of the team thought that they were playing in Landover today.
I've said enough. I've said enough. I have nothing positive to say. Nothing.
I'll give you a couple positive things. Terry has 3 catches for 41 yards. It does look like Jaden is looking for Terry. He's finding Terry. That's positive. Chris Rodriguez is still averaging 7.2 yards a carry. He has 5 carries for 36 yards, so that's positive. Jaden has played well. His completion percentage is not great. It's only 50%, but he's played halfway decent. That's pretty much where the positive starts and ends. Because there has not been literally a single positive play on defense outside of Von Miller making 1 sack. He made 1 sack, so he's closer to getting into the top 10. The broadcast crew was very quick to jump on that and acknowledge that. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. But that has been the only real positive play defensively that they have made. For everyone that said when Dan Quinn took over, he picked a real good time because you were going up against bad offenses in Denver and Miami, you were correct. You're still going up against a bad offense, by the way, in Minnesota. But, man, like this is not acceptable. And a lot of it is the players because the players are just not very good right now. I mean, they're getting beat up in the line of scrimmage. Man. They're getting moved like crazy. I don't think we've seen Javon Kinlaw make 1 play this entire afternoon. Duran's been all right, but they just look inept on defense. They can't cover anybody. They're leaving guys open, whether they're playing zone or man, it doesn't matter. Guys are still open. I mean, Jalen Naylor is cooking.
Jalen Naylor!
Like wide receiver 3 on this team.
God forbid we leave Mikey Sanford in coverage, one-on-one coverage, because we got a blitz to get a pass rush, and you can't guard freaking Jalen Naylor. Who?
I mean, Justin Jefferson on his reception that got a first down was wide open, had like 6 yards on a 3rd and 14 or 3rd and 12, had 6 yards in front of him, And a tight end for the Minnesota Vikings was somehow blocking 3 Commanders at once. Nobody could get around the tight end, and then Jefferson picks up the first down and then some. I mean, Lord have mercy, man.
Oh, boy, I haven't been this mad. I don't even know if I was this mad against Seattle.
No, because Seattle was good. Like, at the very least, that's a good football team, and you're like, okay, I mean,
It's Minnesota.
we knew this wasn't going to be good, but Minnesota is 4-8. Now, we're not much better at 3-9, but Minnesota is 4-8, and they are playing like a championship team against this defense.
I just don't get it. You're going up against a young quarterback. What helps a young quarterback? A running game. And can you pull up the numbers against the run?
Chris Rodriguez has 5 carries. 5 carries.
We don't want to run it, and we can't stop it. I want to hear Minnesota's rushing numbers. That's the problem right now.
Minnesota has 19 carries for 79 yards. That's
4 yards a pop.
4 yards a pop. And by the way, their longest run is only 12 yards, so it's not like there's one run that's stretching that. They are legitimately getting close to 4 yards a carry every single time they touch the ball.
Punched in the face. They're getting jabbed to death.
And what makes it difficult in half number 2 as we get closer to it, Linnell, is that now you have to throw if you're Washington. You get one possession where you can run.
Yeah.
But if you don't score on this possession, which you're going to start the football, you're going to start the second half with the football. If you don't score and then Minnesota goes down and makes it 21-0, you now have to throw. You have to throw the rest of the way. And that is the exact spot where we did not necessarily want Jaden to be in. We wanted a balance. We wanted to ease him back in. He's already thrown 16 times, which is entirely too much. He's going to have upwards of 35 to 40 passing attempts by this one is over if it continues on the current path. This first drive is going to be, defining for the game.
100%.
But it's going to be defining for what the rest of the season is.
I just don't. We're on the verge of getting blown out.
Again.
By Minnesota. I'm telling you, I can't stand another. If they get blown out again, if this happens and they just get punished the rest of the way, I'll do it. I will call for it. And you know what I'm talking about. Blow it all up.
It feels early for that, I will say. So the line is 10.5. Do you trust this team to cover that? Because let me tell you this: if they're going to get blown out,
are you telling me I can catch a live bet?
They might as well line your pockets. If the team is going to be bad, you might as well profit from it, right? If they're going to hurt me mentally, they can boost me financially. That number is 10.5 right now. I expect them to play good football in the first possession of this third quarter. But if they do not, I'm hammering this number with Minnesota laying 10.5 after already being up 14. We have seen this story too frequently. Vegas is basically telling us right now they think that Washington's going to play good offense. But if this team is going to suck, they might as well line your pockets in the process.
It's so bad right now. I hope that they're somehow able to manufacture a pass rush here in the second half. That'd be nice.
All right, do you think first drive they score?
They better, but do I think they do? No. Because if I'm Minnesota, I am walking 7 guys up to the line of scrimmage every time until you figure it out.
Until you figure out max protect deep shot to Terry. He's the Noah Willingham. I'm Denton Day. Second half underway. We're back right here on Twitter and YouTube for the post-game show. Hopefully at least a little bit more happy than we are right now.
I'll tell you what, they get blown out. You will not see me.
It will not be happy. I can tell you that.
You won't see me at all.
We'll see.